It's the Mumbai Indians we're going to discuss about. Five-time IPL champions, did not play their best cricket yet made it to the playoffs. Got the better of a champion knock from Shreya Shaya in the playoffs, and that's the reason why they couldn't make it to the finals. But we talk about them again. They're always a think tank, a management that loves to keep their core. And I have Rohan with me. Rohan, welcome to the show. Thoughts of Mumbai Indians once again. Looks hungry. Leadership of Hardik Pandya faced a lot of boos in the last seasons, but he's there to take this team forward again. Your thoughts? What would you look into this Mumbai Indians ahead of the auction?
I think they're a champion team, Pritham. Five-time champions. It's not individual-centric kind of a team. Everyone's a family there at that Pulton. The coaching staff, the owners, everyone kind of looks after the players. So I think that's where the results shown on field as well. Be it a Rohit, Hardik, I think is after that nervy start that he had in that first season, I think he has gelled well into that unit, and it's a very settled kind of a core that they have. I think Mumbai Indians always a champion team. Yes, we do know they always have a jittery start, but then once that engine warms up, difficult to stop that juggernaut. So I think Mumbai Indians, that's a template they follow. The deeper end and the fag end of the tournament, and as well as the knockouts, if they do enter, I think they'll be the team to beat always. I mean, there are other teams as well with
Yeah,
strong players, but Mumbai Indians, you give them a sniff, half a chance, I think they'll just gobble you up. So I think MI always will be a team to watch out for, irrespective of which team you as a supporter may do or like. But MI is a team to beat. To in case you want to be a champion, as I say, you got to beat the best, and MI will be that kind of a champion mark team to beat always.
definitely. Every single season, Mumbai Indians are 100% the team to beat if you want to make it to the playoffs. But you said about the way they lose the first game of the season. There are a few trends about the Mumbai Indians losing their opening game of the season. Similarly, if they're into that bottom half of the points table, they have that run of flurry of victories moving into the playoffs, and Mumbai Indians only can do that. But if you talk about the players they've released,
Yeah.
and if you look into the list on your screen, Rohan, Arjun Tendulkar has been traded to the Lucknow Super Giants. Bevan Jacobs, Karan Sharma, Lizard Williams, Mujibur Rahman, Reese Topley, Krishna Srijit, Satyanandan Raju, and Vignesh Puthur has been released. So, few big names and couple of them, I must say. First of all, Puthur, I'm coming to you. Surprised because little bit impressed in the first season.
Very impressive. I mean, to a young guy who has not yet played first class cricket, picked from the Kerala League straight away to play. But I think I heard he's a bit injured and not available for the season. So I think that's where the
But he's
release
been the side
happened.
Mustaq Ali Trophy.
Mustak Ali, but I don't think he's still 100% seeing his bowling. So I think that could be a reason. Worst case, they may like to get him back in the auction, like because knowing MI strategy, they back a player, they kind of go all out for him. They look after him also in case of injury. So I think they may just want to give him some time and then pick him back at the back of the auction, maybe when because they have a very limited purse. So I think they can't go after those big names that everyone's talking about for this auction. They may like to focus a lot more on these domestic players. I think there were just about 4 or 5 slots left, and one of which will be overseas. So I think all these will be for backup of their main core players. That's what they'll be strategy coming into the auction. I think they'll just go to the auction, have some fun, the peanuts and the soda, etc., available on the table, and make sure they have a fun in the auction and just see what other teams do.
Do. But another huge headline of this Mumbai Indians released players is Arjun Tendulkar. Why? How? Where? Arjun Tendulkar traded to Lucknow Super Giants. Few things are coming into my mind. First of all, no chance in this solid Mumbai Indians side for you to play. Second of all, they want to see him getting game time. Is that this is thought process of giving him game time? He's bowling well. He's getting those working hard, bowling well in the side Mustaq Ali Trophy too. Is that the reason why Arjun Tendulkar has been traded? Because he has been traded to a franchisee that also doesn't guarantee you game time because they have so many Indian pacers in this side.
Now, coming back to Arjun Tendulkar, I think the guy has shown promise a lot coming to Goa from Mumbai just to get game time in the domestic cricket. And he's performed well in Ranji Trophy as well as the Mustaq Ali, as you said. Lots of wickets, some handy runs, slow down the order. Game time is important. I think that's where the shift in the domestic side also happened. And going to LSD, yes, maybe not game time, but I think he'll learn a lot too. Some good players there, a lot of left arm seamers they do have in Mohsin Khan. There was the other left
Akash
arm seam,
Singh.
Akash Singh. I think he was very impressive for Rajasthan. I think so. I think he may get a game. You're not sure, but until you play, you can't keep focusing on what he'll deliver or not, or the trolls that can keep happening around him as well. But that's unfortunate. But Arjun Tendulkar, if he does get a game there, Ekana is a kind of a surface, bit too paced at times. He can hopefully get some game time there and show his prowess, because he's a talented left arm bowler, swings up front. Even if he gets a couple of games in the middle of the tournament as well, I think that will benefit him. Arjun Tendulkar, yeah, as you said, was a surprise release for a Mumbai Indian fan. But these two are definitely the ones that every fan was a bit kind of surprised in Arjun Tendulkar, as well as
Yeah,
Vignesh Puthur.
absolutely. Everybody was surprised about these two picks. The rest of the players, I think, they were expected not getting enough game time, and you also need that little bit of very less amount to enter into the auction. Otherwise, expecting Mumbai Indians to remain seated and calm and enjoy the proceedings of the other nine teams. Keeping the auction busy, but Mumbai Indians have to be very particular in the players they want to go for. But in the retained players, that's expected, because if you have a very less amount of purse of 2.75 CR, it is understandable that you have a very, very big squad already and you've retained the core. And if you look into the screen, Rohan, Hardik Pandya, captain, is obviously there. Rohit Sharma, Surya Kumar Yadav, Tilak Varma, Ryan Rickelton, Robin Mins, Raj Bawa, Rakush Sharma, Mitchell Sandner, Corbin Boss, Naman Dheer, Jasprit Bumrah, Trent Bolt, Mohammad Anla Ghazanfar, Ashwani Kumar, Deepak Char, Will Jacks, Sharfin Rutherford has been traded in from the Gujarat Titans. Mayank Markande has been traded in from the Kolkata Knight Riders, and local lad Shardul Thakur has been traded in from the Lucknow Super Giants. First of all, trades, I think three sensible ones according to you.
Smart ones, I think, especially getting a Shardul Thakur led the Mumbai pretty well in this Ranji Trophy as well, delivered with both bat and ball. So I think, and of course, a local lad, he has the knowledge of Wankede, so he'll bring that little X factor that Mumbai Indians was
Okay.
missing with the ball. I feel Shardul's a great trade, but for me, the real trade where they pulled it off, I think, was Sharfin Rutherford. We have seen him
Correct.
go absolute bonkers for GT in that back half of the innings. I think even in the other Abu Dhabi T10 league, also he was smashing it around.
Correct.
So I think they have just won a jackpot, because middle overs and a left-hand batter is what something they were lacking a bit at times.
Mhm.
Rutherford can give them that flexibility, maybe even come as an impact player at times. We have seen that
Possible.
for
Anything
GT
is
as well.
possible.
Yeah, so I think that gives
Absolutely.
them that bit of flexibility with Rutherford coming in there.
It certainly does. And if you have a bowling attack, you said about Shardul Thakur bolstering the bowling attack of Mumbai Indians. You have a Jasprit Bumrah, you have a Trent Bolt, you have a Deepak Chahar, add to a Hardik Pandya, now a Shardul Thakur. Solid five experienced bowlers. Does that make Mumbai Indians even more stronger? With the limited amount of purse they have, just try and get a spinner into the auction.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the area of a concern, because maybe in Wankade, a spinner may not be as a requirement of a high priority, but definitely when you come down to a Chennai, or even at times Eden, or at Lucknow, where pitches can be a bit too paced at times, I think you need to have a good quality spinner, maybe preferably a good leg spinner. They had a Karan Sharma earlier, the lucky mascot for the entire IPL teams
Yeah.
that won, but I think they would look for a slightly younger option, because Karan has gone a bit more older. So I think they will
Mhm.
look for a good leggy who can buy them wickets, because pace alone up front at the early half of the IPL season can help, but towards the end when the pitches slightly go a bit drier, I think they may need a good spin attack, because Mitchell Santner is a proven performer under
Absolutely,
all
absolutely. I
conditions.
was coming there with the target players Mumbai Indians can do, because, as I
Yeah,
said, 2.75 is the lowest the
yeah,
franchise is entering into the auction this time around. But I'm saying they have a Sadner, who's a left arm off spinner overseas. They have got back Mayank Markande as a leg spinner. Not that experienced, but yes, he has played for the Mumbai Indians earlier. They've kept the likes of Allah Mohammad Ghazan for him, I'm not mistaken. He's also there. He's an overseas slot. So you also have an overseas player to pick. Are you tempted for an Adam Zampa if you get him for a base price? Maybe him. If you're going for an Indian, are you tempted towards a Rahul Chahar coming back into the
yes.
franchisee? Where is he going towards?
I think Rahul Char made his name in Mumbai Indians about
Correct. Just like
5 years
Markande.
ago. Exactly. So I think Rahul Char is a go-to guy. But again, with just 2.75, if somebody else jumps into the boat to pick him, I think that will be a problem for them. So I think they need a couple of more options going in there. A good Adam Zampa, again, overseas spinner. That could be an drawback in case of fitting their four overseas slots. They may prefer an Indian leg spinner, is what I feel, like a Rahul Char, etc. Because they have Markande, but I'm not sure how consistently they can do. Maybe somebody else, Raghu Sharma, I think he did decently well for
Yeah, he
Punjab.
did recently well. But if you talk
Yeah,
about a playing 11 having for
Yeah.
overseas. If you want to fit in an overseas leg spinner, as of now, I feel it's Ryan Rickleton, Trent Bolt. These two are certain in your 11.
Yeah.
Maybe you're going for a Sharfin Rutherford as you've got him for a heavy price
Hmm.
tag as you finish at third. Maybe it's going to be either of Mitchell Santner or an Adam Zampa or whichever overseas, or maybe an Allah Muhammad Ghazanfar. Is it? Because you've already got a Shardul Thakur in the side.
I think they may go for an all-round option like a Will Jacks, who can give you some part-time
Possible. He's
off-spin.
also there.
Yeah, so part-time off-spinner, a solid batter who can knock a
So even
few
if you need an
quick
off
runs.
spinner, even Tilak Verma can bowl.
Tilak Namandir is there. I think he's a
Namandir
good.
can bowl. Yeah,
I think he done recently well for that Rising Stars
correct.
recently there as well, and for Punjab and last year for Mumbai as well. I think coming up the order gives them some good starts as well before Surya could come in. So I think Namandir's option. There are a lot of options to play around with, but just that in certain conditions, can these kind of part-time options be effective? At worst, they can be a restrictive kind of a bowler, but can they pick you wickets against quality performers? I think that's a bit of a question mark because Santner is a class guy. But problem for other teams versus MIs, all five bowlers are gun bowlers, man. Whom do you take?
Correct.
You can't
Correct.
target anyone there. A Bumrah, definite no. Bolt up front. Deepak Char, again, is a good quality swing bowler. Shardul Thakur kind of mixes it up. Santner doesn't give you much. So where are your runs coming from against these guys? And the batting is, well, gold for anyone to take through. So I think
You don't need to
Mumbai is
talk about the
damn well
batting. Yeah.
balanced, man.
100%. They're balanced. I don't understand, even after being balanced, how don't they win the first game of the season? But that's a different day. That's a different discussion altogether. But if you talk about the bowling department of the Mumbai Indians, death overs especially, heavily reliant on Jasprit Bumrah's 2 overs for sure. That is 100% there. But last season around, we saw Hardik Pandya taking responsibility at bowling at least 1 over in the death. You now got a Trent Bolt also there. Shardul Thakur has been added to the squad. So who is your death partner alongside Jasprit Bumrah now?
I think last year they used this Ashwani Kumar. I think he was also pretty good for
Yeah,
them,
he
the
was
left
there
arm
as an
seamer.
impact player. Yeah.
Impact player. So I think for them, I think going into the death overs, it will be Jasprit Bumrah, Hardik Pandya, and to a certain extent even Shardul Thakur because those cross seamers and pace
Correct.
off can
Wide.
be it's
Yeah.
go to wide Yorkers. So I think this will be their strategy in the later half of the innings.
Okay, so you firmly think that it's going to be Hardik Pandya and Shardul Thakur alongside the likes of Jasprit Bumrah, who definitely is going to be there. But with the amount 2.75 they're entering towards, local lads should be necessary. It's not mandatory to fill all five players you have the slots remaining because
Mhm.
you're already covered with the number of players you need in a minimum side. Maybe things might be surprised and Mumbai Indians don't buy anybody at all in the auction. That could be also possibly a thing. But my thought process on what can possibly be the biggest focus for Mumbai Indians entering the auction, is it a spinner only, or do they think of an overseas bowling all rounder too?
Overseas all round, I'm not sure if you can get it within that much purse, unless you are left with very little for other teams, and at the accelerated round, you may get it for a base price. I think that could be an option. But definitely to start with, an Indian leggy will be their prime focus, and a few backups as well. I think Rickleton, I think they would like to have another Indian opener for them in case somebody gets injured, because I feel Rohit Sharma this season, the kind of form that he has shown. I know the season, the Rowe and Co have been delivering down under as well as in this recent South Africa series. So I just hope for Indian cricket's sake, Rohit Sharma has a dashing IPL, man. I mean, irrespective which team you cheer, you want these legends to just make everyone enjoy the game as long as these people are playing. So I think Rohit Sharma, definitely you want to see him as long as possible in the IPL, scoring those big runs, the pull short sixes. That will be the greatest fun to watch. So I think another guy, maybe a local lad you are talking. I know a little of he didn't play the last IPL, but Prithvi Shaw
Mhm.
has been showing some damn good form in
100%.
the Ranji Trophy
100%.
and Mustak
And
Ali
since the
recently.
time he has taken up captaincy role, he's taking more responsibilities on his shoulders, and that's where
Mhm.
100% agree. Mumbai lad, another one local lad. He knows
Yeah.
Mumbai really well, though doesn't play for Mumbai anymore. But yes, he knows
Yeah.
the conditions really well. But playing 11, what does the playing 11 look like at the moment before for the Mumbai Indians before they entering the auction? Already a set one, but at the moment, what I look into is that Rohit Sharma and Ryan Rickleton are the openers. Surya Kumar Yadav at number 3, Tilak Verma at 4, Sharfin Rutherford at number 5, Hardik Pandya at 6, Shardul Thakur at 7, Mitchell Santner at 8, Deepak Chahar, Jasprit Bumrah, and Trent Bolt are the remaining 3 bowlers. Impact player, you can go for anybody if you need. That's what I said about they might not buy anybody in the auction table as well because they already have a sorted side. Any changes? Anybody you think that maybe in place of him they can go for somebody else?
I think it's a well settled 11 they have. As you said, impact players. There are a lot of options like a Markande or Ashwini Kumar or even a Will Jacks if required for Rutherford. So I think it'll be based on the opposition they're playing and the conditions. I think that will be the factor where they'll change that one or place that will be up for discussion. Or else it's a very settled 11 unless injuries come through. I don't really see them mix it up. But one thing I observed in every auction, they like to bank a lot on domestic unknown players, which not even
Correct.
most of the teams would have researched on. So I think if they can get certain players, they do back them a lot, just like a Vignesh Puthur was them
Yeah,
for last year.
that's where Mumbai Indians scout is one of the
Yes,
best in the business.
definitely. They had a Kartike Singh from MP who used to ball those left arm
They produce
mixer
so
of
many gems. Tilak Verma out here, Nihal Vadera is playing for the Punjab Kings as well.
Namandir.
So
I mean, not to
Namandir is
start
there
with how Hardik Pandya was scouted and where he is now.
from where
So I think a lot
absolutely.
of these Tilak Verma. So you're getting those guys for base price and they're superstars now for Indian cricket. So I think Mumbai Indian strategy, you feel like it's a very long term kind of one. You feel who is this new guy, but suddenly 3 4 years down the line, he may be your go to player within the 11, or if not for Team India itself. So I think Mumbai Indians auctions, it's difficult to decode at times, but given the long run, you know what their think tank is. As you know, the scouting is a well
True.
researched one. A lot of those guys see kind of potential in many players, which other teams may be just missing out on, who may
100%.
want a ready-made player than a guy to be a talented one
That's the
who came
beauty of the
from this.
Mumbai Indians. But how much do you rate this franchise? How much do you rate this auction before entering the auction? The squad of Mumbai Indians they have retained out of 10.
I'll say a 10 on 10, man. Nothing miss. I mean, they're 5 times champion, not for any reasons. They know what they're doing. They're sensible enough. I think they got a good deal with RCB with that Green and Will Jacks kind of this thing. I think they got both teams got what they wanted
Correct.
at that point at least. So I think Will Jacks was a good buy for them because he gives them that flexibility within that middle order, a
Correct.
couple of overs here and there as well. So I think for that conditions, Wankade, I think they're a well knit unit across. Nothing less than top four finish to begin with. Then, as you know, knockouts come, anything can
They're
happen. But
always a beast,
settled
absolutely. So
team.
nothing settled team. 10 out of 10 says Rohan. Nothing wrong can this Mumbai Indian side do. That's the reason why they've already got a set 11, set squad as well. They have retained. They're entering the auction with the lowest budget. They don't need anything, but still, I'm sure they will get a couple of local lads whom we have no idea will come out and produce gems in if they get an opportunity in the IPL 2026. That's all we have. Thanks a lot, Rohan. Thanks to all the viewers watching this video. It's the Mumbai Indians squad discussion we have done out of the IPL 2026 auction. That's all we have. Thank you so much. We are building India's smartest cricket community. Subscribe to become a part of it.